Who is it? Vinny!
Hey, dude, are you there?
Hey, what's
Yeah,
up,
I'm
my
here,
brother?
man.
How are you,
Dude,
man?
I don't have a scary story, man. I was like, I'm gonna have pretty much a heart attack. I'm like having a heart attack, but I can't scream or anything. Basically, laying on the floor, panicking.
Oh!
No, you weren't. You built the place. I haven't seen the Hopi in thousands of years. Don't make fun of my people. Period.
Sorry,
I'll
Brandon.
pull out your ass and cut you up into little bitty bits.
Facebook page down because people said Richie from Boston's gay. He's gay. I'm gay. I'm a gay man.
And I mean, yeah, I mean, you can prosecute me for that if you like.
No, it's not why I'm doing that. I'm just saying there's a lot of...
That is what you did. Bigelow started buying websites, including one in British Columbia, Canada. So all of a sudden, this kind of triggered Brian Vike.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins here. We've got a special report for you. We've got a few UFO videos that we want to share with you.
Welcome back, everybody. Blake Cousins, along with Orlando Smith and Brent Cousins, we're going to be going over incredible imagery.
Third phase of moon. Third phase of moon.
10, 9, ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream rise to the top. Oh yeah.
All right, everybody. Welcome to GUFON, everybody. It is September 4th, Wednesday, the year of our Lord Zich, 2024. How the heck is everybody? Yes, we made it through. We are now on the hump of the day week. Welcome to Wednesday, everybody. I know. I'm in the middle of a pretty strong storm. We're going to have storms for the next few hours over here. Hit and miss, but deadly. Tornado watch is in effect till 10, 15 or something. High wind advisory, hail, you know, the works. Anyway, it's going to be like that for the next few days, they said, on and off. You know, after it warms up here. But we got a good one. Of course, tonight I got to be honest. This made me sick to my stomach when this thought came to me. It's not that hard to get me sick to my stomach. We know. But can you think of one abductee who claims to have brain problems? You know, Gary P. Nolan. The P isn't for professor, by the way. You know, he was asked, well, Greer met him. Greer told the CIA about this invention that he created, this scanner that can see brain matter in a way that we've never seen before, and it can detect injuries from pilots in our military that got close to UFOs. And my question to you is, where are the civilian abductees that have been abducted that have the head injuries? maybe, just maybe, the timing was off. Drop? No. Because they've had plenty of time to get acclimated to the new wave of abductees. Just because it wasn't invented when it happened, and now it's invented and those things are still happening. And yes, there's evidence of people's brains getting enlarged or damaged from being close to these UFO in the military. No civilian people are on the record, by the way. And the reason for that, because they want people that are government employees that are here for the better of all things, for the betterment of society, for all things good and bad, right? That's their job. They're not going to sue the government. I was thinking about this. So if these people like you or I get abducted and we have this problem all of a sudden and we want to get tested out by this machine that can detect this stuff, and they say, oh, nay, it's only for military personnel. Yeah, that would be interesting. Makes you wonder what they're doing to the military and not wanting to see what's going on with the abductees. Anyway, it's an interesting thought. And then we'll go over some situations and think about that. What's this? I see we all thrive on rich lives, says Moonlicht. Welcome to the show, Moonlicht. Let's do a little roll call, shall we? We got the angel of GUFON. Angel, Jeanette. Welcome to the show. Metalhead. We got the metal god, Metalhead here. We got the ghost of Shane Reed, everybody. Welcome from the other side, Sky Allen. Hey. Good for you. See you, kids. Welcome to the show. Marcel, Gufonian, Metal Head. Welcome to the show. Hey, what's up, Bernie? How you doing? And the family, we're all here. We're loving you. Glad you could be here. Anjali, hey, how are you? Says Florida has brain problems. We do. That's weird. When I read that, I heard, everybody's taken those hearing tests. When you hear the tone, raise the hand the side you hear it on. Yeah, I just heard a tone in this ear. Really high pitched. And then it went off. That was Anjali making contact with me. I know, I read it. I heard you in my mind. Hey, by the way, great job on that post today. I want to pull it up. That's funny you're here. I didn't expect you. I mean, what are the odds? Okay, that is not you, but you posted this. I have to admit, you look great. Let's pull this up here. Welcome to the show, everybody. If I didn't say your name, doesn't mean I don't love you. It means we got a lot of show to do. And we're going to start off with the little Anjali post. She says a sincere thank you to all of the UFO people, esoteric, awakening, paranormal phenomena, UAP, UFO, spiritual, cataclysm, podcasters, and space host. Esoteric, out there working hard. Thank you so much for what you do for us every day. One day soon, I will join you if, I want to see what this is about. It's live.
I just had my first guest stand me up.
Oh, that's the worst. Oh, I'm so sorry.
And I'm so sad. I'm sad about it. But the reason I'm sad is because I'm thinking of all the times in the past that I've had to cancel
be a guest
at the last minute if you've just hopped on board for health reasons.
We've all done it.
And I'm kind of sad for...
Hey, some of us fall asleep.
Well, it was probably really disappointed feelings that they were feeling, Oh. And I'm thinking, how many times have I caused those feelings to surface up, bubble up inside of other people because I cancel and they're stuck without a guest? For all of you podcasters out there, we thank you, your viewers. We know it's not easy what you do, that it's important to us. I don't know. Sorry if I ever stood you up.
Oh, wait, something happened. There's a little addition here, I think. I see a few seconds I cut out early. Here it is. Whoops. Wow. Little Easter egg hunt. Cool. Well, that was a nice message. I can't remember. I don't know if I've ever. I think I did cancel a show or fell asleep on Michigan UFO. You know, Wayne, I think I did that to him once. I'm not sure, but I've done it. I've, at least 2 or 3 times over, 18 years doing this podcasting and 20 years going on shows. But I'll peanut butter sandwiches. Let's just get going. Anjali, best of luck to you. And that was nice. We appreciate that kind of apology. Of course, it comes with the territory. Things happen. People get in accidents. They get sick. They fall asleep. They get in fights. The power goes out. They lost the signal. They can't get a signal. They never had a signal. They're muted. They can't figure out why. There's so many different things that can go wrong. So the interesting thing about this field, it could be really good. It could be phenomenal. I've seen it. I've been a part of it. And when it's fun and everything's jiving and people aren't fighting like they are now and picking on this, that, and the other thing and character assassinations and all sorts of Lewisms, I'm to blame too. But that's my job. I'm here to voice my opinion on what I think. It doesn't mean I'm right. It's just an opinion. I'm usually right. But this field is really weird right now. It is looking for an answer. I feel like there's so much going on that and I don't know if this will make sense. There's so much happening. It's as if nothing's happening. When you walk into a room, I'll say maybe a restaurant, and you hear the low rumble of people talking, but you don't know what anybody's saying. That's what's going on in ufology right now. What? Who? A-tip, OSAP, give a crap, We're going backwards because there's nothing going forward at the moment. I went to the Kamala Harris School of, what is that? It's the Corbell College of Hand Gesturing and Speaking with Your Hands. So, Mama said, I'm going to knock you out. All right, let's get to work. I want to play this video. Taxpayer funds pay for UFO religion's annual gathering. Here from Stephen Greenstreet, Phenomenon, which begins today in Utah, in case you guys fell asleep and didn't know, uses government funding to promote dangerous conspiracy theories, he says here. And like how attendees might be exposed to deadly alien ghost virus. Have you heard this? People might go home with a ghost virus. Is that the hitchhiker? Is that what they're talking about? Oh, well, there's a few minutes here. Who's this guy? Who is this guy with the $25 again? Who is this guy? Where is it? I can't say it. Oh, there it is. I forgot to mention it. If you want to help support GUFON, my God, that's how you do it. UFO Disclosure TV, thank you. I did subscribe both my channels. So I'm trying to spread the word. But thank you for the $25 contribution to GUFON. You're just part of the family from here on out. And if you leave, well, we'll have to take you out behind the barn. Barn? Where the chickens are. I don't know. Thank you very much. Appreciate the support. And if anybody else wants to help, all the links are in the show description. Super chat, super sticker, PayPal, Cash App. You can become a member if you want. Here's this video I wanted to play for you. Phenomenon which begins today in Utah is promoting dangerous conspiracy theories, like how attendees might be exposed to a deadly alien ghost virus. Are you hearing this? You can't make it up. You know what this is. Where's your memory glands? Turn them on.
Government officials are spending taxpayer money to invest in Skinwalker Ranch, hoping to drive up local tourism.
Nothing new. What did I just say? Nothing new is going on. But we're being reminded by Green Street how much money was being spent on something that doesn't even really exist. Where did the money go? Skinwalker Ranch. Who got that money? The people who worked there. Can we prove how that money was distributed? Nope.
Investigation by Erica Lutz and Jack Brewer at
here it is.
Expanding Frontiers Research,
an
independent nonprofit, revealed financial documents showing Uinta County officials worked with Skinwalker Ranch crew members to create Phenomicon, a convention where fans pay money to meet paranormal celebrities like the Skinwalker Ranch crew members. Documents also show county officials paid Skinwalker crew members tens of thousands of dollars.
Wait a minute. What? I know they make money. I heard Lou gets like 10 grand to go speak. $5 grand.
Crew members
I heard
tens
10
of thousands of dollars for their appearances and involvement.
Jesus.
Travis Taylor, for example, was paid a little over $10,000 for his participation.
Told you. Let me ask you something. That's a lot of money for Travis Taylor to talk a few times during 10 grand. Don't you think this is getting a little bit ridiculous? This is out of control. This is not adjusted according to inflation. This is downright thievery. This is, well, look, it isn't. I know, but come on. Is he really worth $10,000? What are you hearing? You're not hearing anything new. He didn't discover anything. He's on a TV show. But I guess they can spend the money any way they want, you know? Hey, good for him. If he can get the money, get the money. I have no problem with that because someday it might be me and you guys will be saying it about me. Look at Giordano selling out. He used to be one of us. Now look at him with that foot.
Participation. Now, of course, city, county, and state governments hyping up a local supposed paranormal location to generate tourism is nothing new. Just look at the city of Roswell, New Mexico, the location of probably the most famous UFO case in history. Roswell is a kind of alien mecca. The city's welcome sign has a flying saucer on it, and I'm sure annual profits from tourism have become both expected and essential to the city's income. But there is a big difference between Skinwalker Ranch and a place like Roswell. Roswell doesn't claim visiting its city could possibly kill you. As we previously reported, the most shocking Skinwalker claim is that an evil poltergeist, which they call the hitchhiker.
I was right. I had no idea what video this was. We're not going to watch much more of it.
Can infect you, attach itself to you, and then infect other people around you.
Okay. Now look, that's a real thing. Hitchhikers, the ghosts that attachments is what I call them. A spiritual attachment I had and a spiritual attack I will never forget that literally took my voice away. Those of you who were here in 2020 when that happened, like late 2019, I believe it was, when I got the x-rays and the doctor said, "Do you practice magic?" And I'm like, "No, why?" He said, "Your esophagus from top to bottom is bruised very badly, like you were being choked or something. There's trauma." And I'm like, "Impossible." He goes, "No sword swallowing?" And he's chuckling. And I'm like, "Well, no, why? No." So he he's pointing at these very bright black and white areas. And he says, if this was in color, it would be very dark purple and light purple. And that's heavy bruising. I said, how else could I have gotten this? He says, there is no other way. It's a physical, you have like a bruise, like you would get if somebody punched you in your arm, up and down your throat. Now, I know some of you sick mofos out there are thinking, Rich? No. And, that's because, remember, I did the Ouija board trying to contact the devil, and I wanted to make a deal with the devil, my soul, for success, for wealth and fame and fortune. Hasn't happened. You know what I got for it? Attacked. Because I never said goodbye out of the 122 Ouija board sessions. I never said goodbye. And then one day, a couple of years later, I did try to say goodbye, but I don't think that attachment's ever left. And it's been attacking me every week. And that's what's wrong with me. I mean, why not? I could have a hitchhiker in my esophagus. Well, look, there's no explanation for what happened to me. Either I'm lying to all of you and something did go in my throat and beat the hell out of me. Bing, bing, bing. How? I don't know. Or I had a spiritual attachment. God dang it. I wish Anjali was around back then. It would have been a whole different world. Seriously, I'm not joking. That was weird. So I kind of have my beliefs and my disbeliefs and my doubts and my curiosities. I'm in this field for a reason. I'm not here because I just want to talk to you guys. I'm here because I have experiences almost regularly. I just don't talk about them anymore. Except last night, remember, I got hit in the foot. Something hit me and I saw something here. Oh my God. At the gym tonight, I got, this is the weirdest thing that I've seen, but I've seen it now twice. In the hallway of where I work out. It's about a 35, 40 foot hallway. It's short. But I have a very small rectangle window on the door. And depending on where I'm standing, looking out that window, I can see certain angles of the hallway. So I was working out and I was seeing something that looked like a piece of cloth. It was like this. It was black and it was about like this. And the window, let's say this is the edge, the thing kept coming to the edge like this and then going back like this and then go back. So I'm sitting there working out and I'm doing this. I'm trying to look up my hat so it doesn't see my eyes, whatever's going on. And I see two of them, now three of them, and they're doing this, right? I throw the weight down. I go over to the door and I'm looking like this. Nothing's there. Nothing. Nobody ran. Nobody played a joke with feathers. That's the same gym where a hand grabbed my wrist while I was working out. Tried to help me lift the weight. It was an old lady. Me and that man saw the apparition walking right down in between us. He's seen it 2 more times since. I saw him the other night. He's asked me about it. Have you seen her? And I go, nah, I haven't been here that much. He goes, I just saw her the other night. I'm like, oh my God. And there's cameras in there. I have got to get that footage somehow. I've got to ask him next time. I don't know when the apparitions happen. There's no date. We need the date of when it happened. It's raining so hard outside. I feel like the roof's going to cave in. But there are things that happen, man. And I can't explain what that was. You know, I'm thinking, was it a tail from a duck? You know, some bird feather? What was in the window? And why did it look, you know, like a rectangle, the black rectangle? I mean, I'm freaking out. It is just wild lately. And I went probably 4 to 6 months, nothing. Nothing. That's how it is with me. All right, let's move on. Okay, all right. The King Milk Fart Harassment Archive. I hate saying that. I can't stand saying the word milk fart. I feel like I'm 6. Elizondo canceled his Artesian Tony interview after Tony said he would ask questions from the super chats. Remember what we did to Lou Elizondo with the super chat questions on Spaced Out Radio? Lou he still has PTSD from that. Man, that was the first time we saw Lou get angry. And that, wow, third phase of moon. And, because Lou goes into every interview and tells you what you can and cannot. Hey, kind of asks nicely, but I don't want to talk about this. Don't mention that. If you ask me this, I'm not going to answer it. I'm going to say no comment. And it's going to be a very boring interview. If you ask me these, we'll be good. We'll have a nice discussion. You mean you'll have a nice filibuster? I got you. All right, Lou, you do your little talk around over there at the Circle Jerk show, and I'll be over here. All right, let's listen just to see what's going on. I'm a real curious guy. Sometimes it just gets the best of me, and I want to share. Can we share this? In 3, no? Go.
Really, Artisan. What other interviews you got coming up? Let's plug the channel real quick.
Lou's on the 5th, and hopefully Anjali's right after that somehow.
Awesome.
You should ask him.
I'll take you up
Sorry
on
for
that.
meeting you there, Tony.
No, it's going to be softballs all the way.
Softballs all the way. Hey, you got to do what you got to do, brother.
Now, I need you all to come and ask questions, so you can give me the hard questions to ask, so I don't have to.
Oh shit. Okay, that interview might have just got canceled, but we will do that if it's not.
What
time?
What time? 11
Be prepared.
11 a.m. Eastern. I'm actually going to give away a signed book too for whoever. I'm going to try to keep a list of whose questions I bring up, and on the screen
Wait a second. Now I see up here. See, this is all drama. This is all fluff. I shouldn't even be talking about it. But it says, I'm disappointed to announce that Lou had to cancel the interview tomorrow due to a change in his schedule. I hope to reschedule in the near future, but for now I'm going to take a break from social media for a while. Thanks, says Artesian Tony. All right, well, no Lou. Well, BOOHOO. I would love to listen, though. I'm all about listening to Lou talk. It's fun for me. I see, this is what I don't understand. Why am I so weird that I could literally talk about Corbell, Elizondo, the whole Skinwalker Cash team, everybody else, and never get sick of talking? As a matter of fact, I haven't in 18 years. I don't understand why you guys get sick of it. How can you get sick of this? This is amazing history, what we're seeing here. You've got Lou Elizondo, the guy who says, he was the leader of the ATIP program, whatever, going on podcasts on a guy called Artesian Tony. Meanwhile, nobody's talking about the lie that has been right in front of all of our faces, under our noses, right behind our backs. About the lie that the government's telling us. Well, I don't know if it's a lie more than they're not really looking into what happens to abductees. I'm not an abductee. I was just making me. I don't know. I could be. Am I? Hold on. Charging up the phone. No, hold on. And that was loud. And Rich. Lost my train of thought. What am I doing? I forgot what I'm doing. I want to thank, oh, look at that. Hey, Jeanette, the angel of GUFON with her support. Thank you, Jeanette. On PayPal of all places. Jeanette, the angel of GUFON, giving the support to GUFON like nobody's business. Jeanette looking out for G. Thank you, Jeanette. You really are the angel of GUFON, no doubt about it. All right, all right. I think I'm going to write a book. I'm making a documentary. That is a fact. As a matter of fact, that has just taken a little bit of a, not detour, but an inclusion of an idea. But anyway, the reason I say, why not? Jay Stratton's got a book. Stratton's book will correct differences from Elizondo's imminent. We don't need that book. It's 10 pages. So we already know it all. We don't need him to come out with a book. Can you hear this rain? I'm telling you, it sounds like pins and needles are landing on, it's unreal. Like rocks are hitting ice. Nah, that's stupid ice. Oh, maybe it's hail. Well, there's a lot of discussion about whether Jay Stratton is writing a book anyway. We're going to hear about that coming, probably in the early next year. And there are going to be differences. We already know that. We already know what they are. See, I don't think this is necessary to come out with a book when we already know your story, Jay Stratton. Just because Jay Leno, Elizondo, whatever the fuck, writes a book and it does very well, doesn't mean you go out there now and try dipping into the finances of American money. Terrible tonight. We will hear about it soon, though. Like real soon, they say. By the end of the year. Not next year. All right. The real problem stems from the very first story about this. The New York story got things wrong. Several. The Off-World. I guess George Knapp on Weaponized says Jay Stratton is writing a book. So maybe he knows the truth. I don't know. We got a 52-second clip here on this. Geez, I hope I didn't spoil it. From Red Panda Koala on X. What the hell are they doing over there?
There's a lot of discussion about whether Jay Stratton is writing a book. Can't say right now, but I suspect.
Oh, you can't say.
I can't say, but I think we'll probably hear something about that soon. Real soon.
That's great.
And and there are going to be differences. That's going to be. But the real problem stems from the very first story about this. That
In what way?
New York Times story was incredibly important. It opened up everything. It changed UFO world forever, but it got things wrong. Now, ATIP didn't get $22 million from Harry Reid. It didn't, and that mistake, that error has never been corrected, and it gets repeated every day, every single day. And that's where a lot of that confusion stems from. So, maybe someday there will be a formal correction of that. I'm not holding my breath. There's a lot of discussion about whether Jay Stratton is writing a book. Can't say right now, but I suspect.
One word. Ready? So, I mean, tell me something I don't know. They are going to be preaching to the choir for $1. They're going to charge you $24.95 to audio book it. I bet you Stratton doesn't do an audio book if he's writing a book. Thank you, Red Panda Koala Bear. And everybody, Anjali, King Milkfart, Stephen Greenstreet, and everybody to kick us off in this first hour tonight. Coming up, we're going to look at, I believe, a third phase of Into Thin Air video. Wait, Nah, I think it's third phase of moon tonight. Let's see if there's a new one out there. If not, all right, we'll figure something out. Oh, I got an idea. Okay. Well, at the top of the hour. All right. Well, so yeah. Don't you believe that we are being lied to about everything? Yes. All right. I know. We get it. I'm talking about this brain thing. We never hear it. Okay. The Cash Landrum case. Remember the mother, the daughter, and the grandson, or the mother and the son? They came upon driving what looked like an ice cream cone in the middle of the street, you know, hovering above about 50 feet, emitting this heat that literally gave them second and third degree burns on their arms. The car, the paint got boiled up and stuff. It was bad. And the thing is, I think that happened in the 60s. Oh, geez, I can't remember. Cash Landrum. But anyway, that family wound up suing the government because that is when 6 or 7 Chinook helicopters came and escorted that ice cream cone UFO to wherever it needed to go. Like it got loose or something, and probably run by radioactive material, right? That's kind of what we test things with, seems like. Yeah. So they got poisoned, sued the government, and lost. Couldn't prove anything was the answer. Can't prove it was government. Well, what happened? People knew about the Chinooks. They were on a mission doing shit, you know? Can't tell you anything else. Yeah, that's the one case where there were injuries to all 3 parties, but no brain hemorrhaging or enlargement or detaching or affecting the brain. Well, not that we know of. Let me see something here. Cash Landrum UFO. That was in 1980. Okay. All right. So 70s into the 80s. It makes sense. So if it was 1967 to 1980, not much difference in technology. So pretty much, who knows what happened? All right, so let's think of another case. Calvin Parker. How about that case? Pascagoula case. They were abducted. Did their brains detach from their retinas? No. Did their eyes detach from the stem cells? No. Wait, I got that backwards. You know what I mean. I don't remember anybody having an issue. When was Pascagoula? Hold on. Pascagoula. UFO. What was that? 1978? Some reason I can't remember. Here it is. 73. October 11th. Okay. Charles Hickson and Calvin Parker. Yeah, what a great story. They wound up at the sheriff's department and they told them the story. Meanwhile, the sheriff left a recorder running in the drawer where they were talking to the Calvin Parker and Hickson, thinking they were going to say, they think we're telling the truth. We got them. They're believing our story. That didn't happen. When they played back the recorder, the sheriff found out they were telling the truth. They were scared. They said, nobody's going to believe us. They're going to think we're crazy. I'm scared for my life. I can't control my feelings. Remember, the kid was scared. Freaking A. It really happened. Nah, it was no mass hallucination out of 2 guys. Those guys, they saw something they can't explain. And what they saw, huge, with the things coming out of the sides and a horn. I mean, what the? They had shoulders that were like football player size, they said, right? If they were wearing, like, oh my God, that scared the bazookas out of me. They said they were huge, and they floated across over the water and just grabbed them. They don't remember how. Took them up in the UFO, and la-di-da, you got the Pascagoula event. But guess what didn't happen? Brains didn't detach. Not that we know of. Hey. Hold on. What was the other case? There was another case where people got close. I mean, there's a bunch of them, but I'm talking famous. No, not the one in New Mexico. I guess he was close. The Socorro event. Yeah, I guess he was within a couple hundred yards. He saw little 3-foot things. He didn't have any issues with his brain cells detaching from their retinas. Nothing. That was a good story. I guess we could talk about this one. What happened on Christmas Eve in the forest, Rendlesham Forest? Those guys had a UFO, a triangle, land at their feet. I can't remember the guy's name. One of them had the recorder running. There's a beam coming out of it. This is weird. And they saw the light going through the trees, and it looked like an eye, like it's winking at us, right? And then the debunkers were out there saying, it was the light tower. It was the lighthouse over in yonder. And every time it went around, you guys thought the light was floating 3D-ish right in front of you, mind you, right in front of you. And no, lighthouse, wrong-o. What about the beam that came to our feet? I don't know about that. Maybe you're making that up. Surely you jest. I don't jest, and thanks for calling me Shirley. See how I switched it? But very, very good stuff. We got a lot of cases out there where they got close. That guy, the guy with the glasses who says he had a message that coming over here for humankind or some shit, right? Jim Edmonds? I don't know. I'm thinking. Hold on. Burroughs. Jim Burroughs. Damn, I'm good tonight. All right, what other cases were there where they got close? Okay, how about this? How can we forget? Whitley Strieber. How's that brain going on that guy? I think his brain detached. Never put back. I think that guy has gotten lucky in life. Right time, at the right place. Sure, he may have had an experience. We'll never know. Again, great story. No evidence. A lot of circumstantial. Alleged friends up in the woods were there when the lights and the alarm went off on the cabin and all that stuff. But nobody saw anything alien other than Whitley. So I never trusted him. There's something about his story that doesn't jive with my internal combustion. Yeah, I don't know why. And I like the guy. I don't think he's mean. I don't think he's giving a bad message. I think he's great for what we need. There's not a lot of people who've had that experience as he's talking about it. So whether it happened or not, at this point, it doesn't matter. Because the message is a good one. And Whitley Strieber will go down in history as a legend, whether you believe him or not. But nothing happened to him, right? His brain didn't have any issues. Who else is there? Gosh, there's several. Do you guys, Dan Peter says, yeah, Whitley, liar, period. John Smith. I'm determined to build your ratings. Who's... Thank you, Arrows Andy. Hey, how you doing, Mr. Roberts? That's good news. Good to hear. Good to see you guys. Power source couldn't replicate human insects. I had a wasp on a window. The head looked like a gray's head. Oh, I know, bro. Isn't it amazing? It really, really is. I've noticed that. Yeah, it's unreal. Scary. Because I really don't know. I don't know. I know as much as you. But we all know different things. We all have a piece of the puzzle that if we could all get together and talk about stuff, we might be able to figure out where they're coming from, what species they are, right? Maybe even what kind of propulsion they use if they're willing. I don't know. What I do know is the power of the mind is real. And if we can get just a third of the planet to somehow do a hands across America, but do minds across the oceans or minds across mountains, whatever you want to call it. Minds across the heavens and minds, I don't know. But if we could all at a certain time, just for 15 minutes straight, 15 minutes. So if you're 5 minutes late, you're still going to be a part of it. If you're 10 minutes late, you're still going to be a part of it. We're giving that 15-minute window, is my idea, to get a third of the planet to reach out to a distant star where there might be aliens. No shit. I would love to do that with y'all. We can't. Because we can't get, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to get that started. Nobody's going to want to do it. What TV? You're going to need the satellite power. Elon Musk is the only person. You know what I'll do tomorrow? I'll reach out to Elon. I'll see what I can do. My people will talk to his people, and we'll find out by Friday. Can you imagine if life was like that? Oh, if I could have Joe Rogan power like that. But that's what we need to do to see if that experiment is real. The power of the mind can change molecular structures of water and other liquids. Can you imagine what it can do if we all, 3 billion people, just freaking put that energy out there? Oh my God, we might punch a hole somewhere. You want to talk about, and then, and in those 15 minutes, you run CERN. You turn on that, you turn on HARP. I say we electrify the whole entire grid. We do the whole planet, shock and awe. And then you have the false flag alien invasion. Oh, I should be a director. That was a good, what I just came up with right there. The thunders of Thor are echoing in the distance as the land shakes beneath my feet. My loins fill with a somewhat familiar feeling. All right. Thank you, Dan Peters, for being you. Amazing stuff, right? Yeah, it's wild what we live in the greatest place on earth. Earth. Doesn't matter where you are, it's the greatest place. Imagine that. I don't care where you're at. You can be in Botswana. You could be in the Arctic. You could be underwater. As long as you're here, it's the best place ever. That's how I feel. Like, if you died in the Titanic and sank to the bottom after a few minutes or so, 30 minutes maybe, what was it, 20, 30 minutes? Beautiful, beautiful. You're sinking to the bottom going, it's beautiful. They should have sent a poet. What movie? Come on, I do it every show. All right. All right. You know what? You've been a good crowd tonight. Nice first half. Very nice. Yeah, give yourselves a round of applause because I got to tell you. What? That was embarrassing. I'm going to see something here. We were going over the best videos of the month from TPOM. And I stopped right around here, and I want to continue because I think I see something that's really interesting. Oh, that's weird. I got it set up. I pressed play, and it went back to the previous setting I had it set to. All right, here we go. I'm not sure. There we go. All right, best of the month for August this year. Third phase of moon, giving us what they can give, what the public gives. Giddy up. Can you hide me?
Your opinions. It's important that you leave your comments, that's for sure. Now, I think Sprint brought it up. We're going to ingest it into the timeline. Take a look at this.
Welcome back. So, the first thing that comes to mind, Mummy. Hey, Stardust. Did I say hello? Mods Mayhem, what's up? Yeah, Intergalactic Angler. Yeah, all right. Here we go. See what they say. Whoa, watch out. Did you see that? A winged creature, maybe a pterodactyl. What year was this? Where is it? What is this from? Jurassic period? Or? I don't see it anymore. That was cool, whatever that was. I guess I didn't get it to the right point. Oh my God! It was a patera bird. It was a pigeon. It was a patera pigeon. It was a pigeon. It was a pigeon. All right. Yeah, we're going to go with the humanoids, I bet, right? When everything shakes, including your loins, it's still going. Here we go. All right, already.
Look at this video. Again, broad daylight. You see somebody walking along the coastline right there. They're looking at this object as well. This incredibly bright, illuminated object. Just kind of stationed. Is this maybe some kind of tower up in the sky, a lighthouse, maybe a building reflecting in the sun, and it's obscured by a fog layer? I want to get this location pinpointed so we could do maybe update with regards to maybe a clearer day in this exact location. Maybe it's something off in the distance, or are we looking at something just hovering there? This bright, illuminated, humanoid figure there. It's quite amazing.
Yeah, that's what I like about this. He definitely sees something that looks humanoid, and it's translucent. It's glowing.
Translucent, not. It's white.
Very brightly. What's interesting when
very bright. That it is.
First saw this video, I thought this could just be maybe a commercial airliner. We're looking at its headlights coming in for a landing or coming in for a low approach. Then it creates this figure up in the sky, and it just stays there for a long time. That's what I like about this video. We see it in the...
Yeah, I've never seen anything like it other than balloons, not lights. This is I mean, you have to admit, whether you like it or not, it's weird.
It's almost full entirety because...
And I don't think it's in focus. I think it's skewed a little bit because of the focus factor, but we'll see.
The video, you see it kind of just fade away. That's what's really great about some of these UFO videos.
It just fades away?
See it from kind of... You're never really going to see it in the beginning because they got to pull out the camera and then capture it. But when you get it at the end, that's pretty much a full UFO sighting.
Oh, see, there it looks translucent, Lucy.
At its best, and you're capturing it on video. Here we go. See, you kind of see it just fade away. So I'm ruling out a commercial airliner. Who knows what this is?
Wait, it hasn't disappeared.
Some people might say this is kind of maybe some biblical overtones to it. And, you never know. Could it be spiritual or some kind of energy, life force? Maybe plasmic distortion.
Plasmic?
Some kind of plasmic was going down and they managed to capture it. Watch this.
That was
the captain.
nothing. It didn't disappear.
And people start to just kind of...
okay. I got to tell you right now. Wow. Tough. It's tough. You guys do it. It's not easy doing what they do. They know they're going to get criticized. But I tell you what, that video's strange. I've never seen anything like that with light. So to say, yeah, balloons, maybe. I got to see how it's balloons, though. Yeah. I know, we all do it. I do it too. It's balloons. How do you know? Because I've seen this before when it was balloons. Show me that video and then prove that it is. Oh, I don't have time, but I just know it. We know what it is. It's not UFOs. It's probably balloons. All right. Let's move to the next one. Oh, wow. We've got some... give me 2 seconds. Whoa. Oh, wait a second. Hurricane Center. No, we don't need that. Okay. Oh, I got to play this. No, we did that yesterday. The strange noises that they're hearing on the space station. People are trying to say it's UFO on something on fire. All right. Sometimes when I do this show, I may play a clip that has nothing to do with UFOs or aliens, conspiracy theories, or anything paranormal. Sometimes I just play things that I like. I just want to share it. Not this clip. No, this is a giant UFO. Yeah. And apparently the locals were amazed by this giant UFO. And a big commotion broke out. So they say. Big commotion. Can you imagine what commotion would have come out if you would have seen all those UFOs or a big UFO? It would look something like this. Blue screen. No. Remember Haiti? Well, you ain't gonna love it. What do we always talk about when people make fakes? Hoaxes. They always show their zooming skills and their sharp skills, right? How sharp and how blurry can I make it? And how quickly can I get blurry back to perfect? Look at my skills. I'm so good. They like showing off. That's what they did. They'll do it again. They'll go out of focus for no reason, probably. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Back away. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Turn away from the UFO so you get the bushes, because that's what a real person would do in that situation. Stupido. Of course it's fake. Of course it's fake. All right. I don't know what to say. I'm going to play this. Oh, shit. How'd that get here? Oh, wow. I'm sorry, everybody. It's a song that I was going to use for the new intro. Okay. I want you to watch this. To everybody here, and Gen Xers and the baby boomers down to Gen Zs, everybody knows Eddie Van Halen. See, this is one of those videos. I never knew this. For some reason, I thought I knew Eddie Van Halen like we all did. But check this out. Did he or didn't he?
You know, before the internet, nobody could search things and whatever. But, you know, lately everybody's going, oh, Eddie Van Halen didn't invent tapping and pull hammer-ons and pull-offs and this and that. I never claimed that I did. But I do know how and when.
Honestly, if you told me this was Eddie Van Halen, I wouldn't have believed it. Because I'm used to Eddie with all of his hair and, you know, I'm used to the late 70s, early 80s Eddie. And this is just before he passed away.
I figured out how to do it. Led Zeppelin's playing, and Jimmy Page is going like this. He's going. Okay, so he's got his hand in the air, and I'm going. So basically, I just moved the nut. Instead of using this hand, I use this hand. So like right now, if I go like this, you can't tell which finger I'm using. This hand or that hand. You tell me, right hand or left hand? I'm using both, okay?
You know, nobody cares anymore about the artist's skills. It's weird how times have changed in my lifetime like that. Like we used to want to be like Eddie Van Halen or drum like Neil Peart or sing like whoever in the 80s. You know, it doesn't matter. They were all fun. What a weird way to live. Memories, nostalgia. All right, let's get back to UFOs. Some interesting artifacts excavated from Mexico, and I'm not a true 100% believer. But these are kind of cool, and they look like the same old stuff that we've seen come out of the caves many, many times in Mexico that were deemed fakes. These look just like the fakes, 100%. Not much difference in this one than the fakes that we've seen. Same setup. The all-seeing eye. Even has eyelashes. But you see the Wheel of Fortune. Or astrology. See? You got your Scorpio there. Like, how did they know that was the Scorpio guy? You know what I mean? Constellation. And you got, what is this? Pisces over here, somewhere over here. I'm not buying it. No, I call fake. Look how small it is. It's like 6 inches. What? Look at the daggers. Just, you know, looks like they're made out of elephant tusks. I don't want that. Oh, then what are they made out of? Huh? Limestone? No. I don't know, but all right. Well, you know, people are always trying to pull one over, so just be cognizant of that. Cognizant. Like Billy Jenny. So, hold on. strongest sign of aliens. Strongest sign of aliens. James Webb Telescope discovers an exoplanet with gases produced by living beings on Earth. Scientists suggest otherwise. What? James Webb Telescope discovers an exoplanet with gases produced, it says, by living beings on Earth. I don't understand. The James Webb Telescope has reportedly detected dimethyl sulfide. It's a gas in the atmosphere of exoplanet K2-18b, located 124 light years away. The gas is considered a strong indicator of potential life due to its exclusive production by living organisms. Oh, okay. DMS gas, identified on Earth primarily from marine phytoplankton, has no known abiotic sources, making its presence on K2-18b a significant finding in the search for extraterrestrial life. However, scientists are skeptical, it says skeptic, and believe it is just methane gas. Of course they do. Launch by NASA, James, on December, wait, hold on. Launched by NASA on December 25th, 2021, aboard an Ariane 5 rocket from French Guiana, G-U-I-A-N-A, Guyana, James Webb Space Telescope reached its designated solar orbit near the Sun-Earth L2 Lagrange point in January of 22. Its groundbreaking capabilities promise unprecedented insights into distant celestial bodies. We know. Milestone in space. Since its arrival, James Webb Space Telescope provided scientists with extensive data on exoplanet stars and yada, yada, yada. All right. I don't need to keep going. We got it. Thank you. All right now. What's this? Full Metal Jacket? Do any of you people know who Charles Whitman was? Have you guys ever seen the movie Full Metal Jacket? I don't think I can play this clip, can I? Well, I think I can't. Well, let's take a look.
Do any of you people know who Charles Whitman was? Private Cowboy.
Sir, he was that guy who shot all those people from that tower in Austin, Texas, sir.
That's affirmative. Charles Whitman killed 12 people from a 28-story observation tower at the University of Texas from distances of up to 400 yards. Anybody know who Lee Harvey Oswald was? Private Snowball.
Sir, he shot Kennedy, sir.
That's right. And do you know how far away he was?
Sir, it was pretty far from that book suppository building, sir.
He was 250 feet away and shooting at a moving target. Oswald got off 3 rounds with an old Italian bolt-action rifle in only 6 seconds and scored 2 hits, including a headshot. Do any of you people know where these individuals learned how to shoot? Private Joker.
Sir, in the Marines, sir!
In the Marines, outstanding. Those individuals showed what one motivated Marine and his rifle can do. And before you ladies leave my island, you will all be able to do the same thing.
D'Onofrio, man. Do you know he gained, I think he gained 80. He was 200 pounds and he got up to 3. I think he gained 100 pounds, he said, for that movie. At first he put on 30 and no, Stanley Kubrick's not enough. Then he put on 50 and just kept on going. And then they shaved his head and he was talking about how people treated him totally different. They were scared of him. What a weird feeling. To eat all that just for a movie. Dedication, devotion. All right. I got this for you. Nope, can't do it. It's gone. See? All right. one more thing here. Elizondo talks to Jaime. Did we do this? Yeah, we did this. I'm not doing it again. I know. Apostate plus tax. How you doing, man? All right. So to get you guys back into this field, the lies, we talked about it already. And I just don't know anybody like us, just a civilian. And if we went over a few cases where people were injured, but they didn't have their brain detached from their scalp or their bone or their brain or their skull, whatever you call it, right? Or it bows out, you know, it gets a little big on the side the UFO was. Something like that. And the pain they get is get migraines, very bad headaches from that. So what could it be? Well, when they get next to the UFOs, there's got to be some sort of something or another that's bending space-time, you think? And it's actually pulling the skin off your body or your skull or whatever. I don't know. No, it doesn't make sense. No, I don't get it. I don't get it. I almost think it's a lie. But isn't there documentation of pilots? I don't think there is, that got close to UFOs and they wound up having this brain deficiency, whatever. I don't know. But we're only worrying about the military personnel, and you know why? I think I know why. I don't think it's fair, but I understand it. Couple of reasons. We mentioned them earlier. They're not going to sue the government working for the government. They know what they were signing up to do. They signed everything. They waived everything. Bop-ba-dop-ba-doop. I won't sue. But a civilian, you know, that's working with the government trying to figure out what this thing is that detached their brain from could sue the government for malpractice or secret technology not given to the public, something. So they stick with the brethren. They stick with their own kind. That's the smartest thing to do. Forget the civilians, just like everything else. Forget us. We're expendable. Sadly, so are the military people. Some of those people, they get hurt and aren't the same ever again. And we work with technology that we know displaces magnetic fields, space, time. My God, everything. Everything's different. And there's nothing we can do about it. So when they send these things up to go flying around and they try out the propulsion, and what they do is they don't have anybody go with it. It's all remote controlled, right? But they have a pilot in another airplane following, recording, watching from close but far enough away if anything goes wrong, right? And that's why these pilots are getting these injuries. It's not because they're magically showing up on, hey, John, you know, what the fuck? Holy shit. My head, my hair. I work on my hair for 3 hours and the UFO messed up my hair. My hair. Right? That's how it happens. It's true. It's all recorded. It's all recorded. Matter of fact, they did a story about it and changed it just a little bit, put it in this scenario.
One pork chop! One! Hey, Frank! It's disgusting, right? Sick. We just washed the hair. Yeah. You know, I work on my hair a long time, and you hit it. He hits my hair.
True story that happened on the USS Nimitz. Guy got his hair hit. And boy, oh boy. But they can't tell you that, so they put it in a movie like that, and you figure it out. Little Easter egg for you. But that's basically it. They get close enough, because back then they didn't have drones like they do now. I don't know why anybody would be getting getting hurt, getting close to these things. You know what they're actually saying? You know what the government's telling us is happening? These are craft. We don't know what it is. We don't know the technology. We don't even know how to watch it, how to measure it, how to do anything. Oh, scary, right? Oh, but we're watching it. Watching it. Watching it. End scene. And that's how they do it. And that's how they make millions and millions of people believe that there is an alien invasion en route, and it's going to be a false flag. The news is out. The jig is up. I'm telling you, we are within 6 months of a false flag alien invasion. You know why? Because the presidency can't exchange yet. They're going to try to delay it somehow. And they're going to try to create a world panic situation. Something entered the airspace in Afghanistan, right? That's the story. Not here. We're too smart. I'm not saying they're dumb, but there's a lot more things that they can't get access to. We could fake it good over there. Fake it well. Go over there in the dusty atmosphere and hologram the shit out of the sky. Real explosions all set up all over like a freaking Disney theme, an attraction. Indiana Jones, boom, bam, bow, King Kong. Arr! They can do it all. Right? And they set it up. They might even do it in Russia because there's a war going on there with real bombs and shit. So they could say, they're really upset at the Russians. Oh boy, it's a false flag alien invasion. We need to come together as one world, a new world order. Kumbaya, my lord. I said a new world order. Kumbaya. It's gonna be a new world order. And we're all holding hands. We don't need our money. We just need to live. And we don't care about money anymore. Why? Because we're being invaded by an alien species that could do what? Eat us. We don't want to be eaten. So the war begins. Aliens versus humans. It's coming out Christmas Day on Xbox and PS3. No. But that's how it's going to happen. And you'll have mainstream media scripted, the government, Lou, ready to go. Tell us what we need to know. Feed us the lies, feed us the bullshit, get us all sheepled in, get us ready for the freaking event of a lifetime. It's going to make 9/11 look like it was, power outage or something. You know what I mean? We're all going to come together. Oh, no, we could have done this during COVID, but we chose not to. What did we choose to do during COVID? Trump. Oh. We had a chance. And they blew it. So the only thing left to do is to sacrifice Lou to the alien gods on December 25th at midnight. And he will be our sacrificial lamb chop. Yeah. Lou is going to go down as a martyr. The biggest martyr this world has ever seen. And we'll never see again. Lou, You gotta go. He's gotta go. Somebody's gotta go. Oh, it is time. I guess we gotta go. Well, that's it for tonight. I want to say thank you for hanging out here at GUFON. Thanks for the support. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. And we'll be back tomorrow at same time, 7. Oh, wait. Tomorrow is the first day of the NFL. Things just changed. I think the football game starts at 8:30, 8:25, right? Eastern, which means I'll do the show at 7 and then we end it now. Or, close. Let's see, NFL. Here we go. 8:20. All right. So we'll be back tomorrow at 7. All right, good. All right. And tonight, there will be Rich Saves America. Channel's blowing up. The last video I put up, 300 views now in one day. Wow, William Bridges. Dude, thank you so freaking much. Where is it? I don't see it. Oh, here it is. Hold on. Wait a second. William Bridges throwing down 20. Thank you very much. Ma! Ma? Yeah, Bill. Right. She got it. Tomorrow, 6 a.m. Same time. Thank you very much for the continuing support. Been around forever, man. I really appreciate you. William Bridges throwing it down. Thank you very much. Right at the end of the show. All right. Yeah, until then, my friends. We'll be back. And tonight we'll be on RSA. It is so amazing to see how well it's going over there. It's crazy. Anyway, full steam ahead, though. Always ufology first. That is for sure. Right? All right. Thanks again, everybody. I hope you have a great rest of your night. We'll be back tomorrow, like I said. And, we do it. Yeah, we do truthology for ufology. We do it for you. For you. Yeah. I wanted to make sure. True. Right, Samo? All right. See you guys tomorrow. You thought I forgot. Alien bless.
Seriously, look at that thing. It's rotating.
What was in the skies of and why did it downward treasured sites in Christianity?